Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy burstzgyt back here, and as I mentioned in the previous video, I was waiting for the blog and it hit right away. So here we go. I'm gonna go right into it, and honestly, it's pretty short, but I think we have a lot of things that we can take away from it. Going forward, let's start with the first thing. So patch 2.4 is currently targeting a May release. There's no official date of when that is, so it could be early May, like within the first week or two. It could be at the end of the month. We don't know that yet, but hopefully over the course of the next few weeks, we'll be getting a little bit more insights into stuff like that, and hopefully they'll be ramping up a little bit more promos for Jane eventually. But so the first thing that we have to talk about with patch 2.4 is the events. Now, they're going to be making some changes to where basically this allows you to have a solo path to 175, as you will be able to gain higher power level gear through events now, which I think is a really great change and a really great addition, because going forward, you know, a lot of people don't like playing the raid, and that's for many different reasons, whether they just don't like multiplayer content or whether they just don't want to deal with potential bugs that the raid does have here and there, right? But I do think that's good. So the also next thing is you will get rewards for your entire eligible roster, not just a single hero, allowing you to gear up your squad while playing your favorite hero, which is something people have been asking for since launch, which is finally added into the game via patch 2.4 in May. And I gotta say, it's been a long time coming, but at least it's finally happening, and at least, you know, that satisfies those people that wanted that. And it feels like this year is kind of getting the game on a track to where we have been wanting it, which is a little slow, and I understand that some people may be frustrated with that. But I think on the good side, at least if the game were to end this year, for example, at least it would end in a more stable position in terms of where the game should have been when the game launched. And you have that at the very least, right? Anyways, to make each event more unique and worth playing, they're improving and diversifying rewards across the events, with each event now rewarding gear from different sets. Which sets in particular, I'm not sure. We'll have to see when they talk more about that. And one of those gear updates, maybe they do another dev stream talking about gear updates with Brian and Alex K. We'll see. And also they're going to be adding unit rewards, which is just helping that unit economy a little bit more. So you have ways to get units almost effortlessly. You know, you play your villain sectors, you play your vaults, and now you do events, and you're getting upwards maybe of 50k or more units bi-weekly, if not weekly. So you definitely are getting what you need out of that. And next, let's just head over into Jane. So Jane is going to be in 2.5, not 2.4, which 2.5, I don't even want to give a guess date at that, but, you know, it would be ways down the road. But looking at how the character would drop would be in the same fashion as Spider-Man. And Spider-Man was, in more ways than one, a test to see what the public how they would feel about that type of content drop. And a lot of people responded well to it, saying they would want to have more heroes if it meant getting them as events and not having to worry about having a whole operation developed around them. Because then you get more of the heroes and added to the story, and it feels more like it's an actual, you know, heroes versus like a war, like heroes versus the Kree. It's not just these mini group of Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D., right? It feels like it's an expanding story. But to read here, they said beyond that will be update 2.5, and while we'll be coming back with specifics on timing later, we can share that it will introduce a new playable hero for all platforms. Important, because everybody's been waiting since, you know, Spider-Man released. Jane Foster the Mighty Thor. Our hero designs are driven first and foremost by their core comic book identities, so as is fellow wielder of Mjolnir. Her suite of abilities will have a lot in common with Odinson's. However, she will also have elements that are distinctly Jane. More details on how Jane will come to life in our game will be coming in the future. That screams a little bit more like you will notice animations that are similar. In a way, I want to say kind of like Spider-Man. Spider-Man had a lot of similar animations to Black Panther, for example, that were called out. But if you play him and you notice, like, once he's actually leveled up, he does have his own flow, right? I think that'll be the case with Jane. She will have similar animations. She will have a similar throwing animation. She might have similar attack strings for basic combos. But overall, she will have a lot of things that make her stand out in her own way, whether that's the heroics and her heroic, you know, tree and what you can do there, or if that's other things in her combo strings that apply there. We'll have to see. I'm hoping that more of the heroics and regular skills take more priority and actually show her difference. Because the combo strings, to me, if they want to keep it the same as Thor, that's fine. But everybody's looking for something different when it comes to a hero, so that's kind of subjective. But anyways, they finish off by saying, "We love reaching these moments when we're able to share a glimpse of what's coming, of the coming content improvements that we're so excited about. We want to give these updates as frequently as we can, and we can't wait to talk about what's next." So I gotta say, after waiting for a while, after patch 2.3 dropped, I'm a little bit more hopeful. You know, the roadmap part of it, I understand. I think that this is a better way to drop information on content going forward, because they don't have to feel like they're tied to specific, months, deadlines like that. If they reveal something like Patrol last year, they revealed it and it didn't come. But I do think, if they're going to do this information drop like this, the gap between, when content actually drops and the next set of content is to be revealed, they have to find some way to kind of keep it a little even, right? Because right now it's just, here you go quiet, talk later. You know what I mean? Like, there's no in between there, right? You get the little updates from the Twitter account talking about skins or upcoming sales or little things that are tied to holidays and stuff like that, and occasionally maybe a Reddit post. But I'm hoping that they can maybe bring those dev streams back in a way to kind of just keep some open line of dialogue, or do something with the community that just filters that gap, right? But I understand that information, they have to go through certain, protocols and stuff like that. So it is what it is. We'll see how they continue to improve, but if this is the way that they're going about it for now, I can get behind it. But anyways, yeah, so this is all the updates from this blog today. Patch 2.4 information that's coming out in May, and patch 2.5 expected date to be revealed later. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are excited for what's coming in Marvel's Avengers. I definitely am excited to see how they portray Jane in this game. We've had discussions with other people where they think it could be Jane from Future Wastelands, or it could be Jane from the present. And my theory is shoot out the window, because I was hoping that it was Jane and they were just gonna give her like Stormbreaker because they couldn't get it on Thor for his weapon skin. But I'm wrong. So one of those other theories is gonna end up panning out for somebody though. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll catch you in the next video. Let's keep the faith for Marvel's Avengers, guys.